Hi guys! Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Lovely and in this video, ituturo ko sa inyo and I will share with you on how to register to the OneHealthPass by the Bureau of Quarantine. So, all international passengers arriving in the Philippines are mandated to register in the OneHealthPass website tool. This applies to overseas Filipino workers, non-OFWs, and foreign nationals visiting the Philippines starting September 11 of 2021. This also applies to all inbound arriving from abroad, or whatever your nationality or profession, you should apply to OneHealthPass registration to get the QR code and present it to authorities upon arrival in the country. Now, what is OneHealthPass? OneHealthPass is an online platform that aims to promote the convenient and seamless movement of international travelers from departure from the country of origin to the arrival at the LGU or the local government unit of destination in the Philippines. So please be advised, that there are fraudulent websites claiming to be the official OneHealthPass or the official website of the Bureau of Quarantine. So please make sure that you proceed to the correct and to the legit website of the Bureau of Quarantine to register for your OneHealthPass. So these fake websites may represent from the OneHealthPass Philippines or asking for sum of money. So yeah, in the screen that you see, I have input the correct link to proceed to the OneHealthPass. It's going to be www.onehealthpass.com.ph. All right. So this is free of charge. You're not going to be paying anything for the registration. You just have to sign up, provide the necessary details, and finally get the QR code after successful registration. Okay. Now, so what are the requirements to register for the OneHealthPass? Since this is an online system mainly used for data gathering purposes, so you would need to provide an accurate and critical information related to your health status, your personal background, and your travel history. All right, so you would be using a smartphone with stable internet connection. You can also use your tablet, your laptop, or your personal computer, and a valid email address, because after your registration, you will receive a confirmation email including the details of the OneHealthPass registration or the QR code. So, for the qualification, since all international arriving passengers in the Philippines, whether you are Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers, or foreign nationals, whether you are traveling for work or via sea or land-based, you are mandated to register to the OneHealthPass. Okay, so upon going to the OneHealthPass website, you will see in the screen that there are warnings and about the requirements, the major requirements for international arriving passengers, because vaccinated Filipinos and vaccinated foreign nationals may no longer required to observe mandatory facility-based quarantine. This is as per IATF Resolution number 159 as of 2002. It says here that the passenger is able to present a negative RT-PCR test within 48 hours prior to departure from the country of origin. Layover is not included in the 48 hours, guys, as long as you did not go out or you just stayed inside the airport transfer. And then for fully vaccinated and must have following proof of vaccination recognized under the existing IATF regulation. If you are the country who do not have a reciprocal arrangement with Vaxxed PH, you just have to secure the World Health Organization international certificate, or what we call the yellow WHO card. Vaxxed PH. This is ideal if you are vaccinated in the Philippines. And you can also present a digital certificate of the foreign government which has accepted the Vaxxed PH under reciprocal arrangement unless otherwise permitted by the IATF. Now, so there are some questions that you may be asking regarding the OneHealthPass or the OHP. So again, this is an online platform. There is no available application or a mobile app for this. You just have to, it's a web-based, you just have to access it from your computer or from your smartphone when registering. Why do I need to register with OHP? Well, this is mandatory by the Philippine government starting September 1 of 2021 that all incoming travelers to the country are advised to use the OneHealthPass registration system. Can I register a few days before the flight? Yes, you may register ahead of time so that the OneHealthPass support system can already be informed of your arrival, and also so you can get your transaction number 3 days before your arrival date to the country. Okay, hi guys. So this is now the step-by-step guide on how to register to the OneHealthPass. In your browser link, type in onehealthpass.com.ph. Enter, and then sa screen you will see the warning of international arriving passengers and the requirements that they need, the list of requirements needed. Click OK. And this is now the home page of the Bureau of Quarantine OneHealthPass and Security at ports of entry. This is your profile. This is the OneHealthPass. This is the health declaration form, the tracking of your swab test, and so on and so forth. Now, we will now click this one. Okay. When you click it, there is another warning about the data privacy and the accuracy of information warning on your personal data that you will fill out from the form. Okay, you click OK. And this is the first step. Your registered data will be invalid if a registration date is not within the 3 days during your actual arrival date in the Philippines. Make sure that you submitted information in this form cannot be changed after proceeding to the next registration portal. So the first question is, when are you arriving in the Philippines? For example, if your flight schedule is on the 25th, you can start registering to the OneHealthPass from 23 to 25th. So we'll just select 23rd. Now, if the date of your registration, if your date of your arrival, if your arrival date to the country, you will see a pop-up message from here. It says, thank you for indicating the date of arrival. However, registration is only allowed within 3 days prior to arrival. So if your flight is 23, you just have to select. Okay, so if your flight is on the 12th, for example, my flight schedule, my arrival time date is March 12. You can register to OneHealth Plus within this period from March 10 to 12. I selected this. And then select type of port of entry, airport or seaport. I will choose airport. And are you a passenger or a crew? An airline crew or a flight crew? So I am an aircraft passenger. For the classification, are you a foreign national, non-OFW, or OFW? OFW stands for the Overseas Filipino Workers. those Filipinos working abroad, and non-OFWs, those are Filipinos not working abroad. And foreign nationals, this includes the balikbayan with former Filipinos with balikbayan privilege, and foreign nationals. So I will just select foreign national, click next. Okay, so in this next form, this is really important. Please note that any and all information inputted in and submitted via this form will be reflected in your Certificate of Bureau of Quarantine. Incorrect information may lead to delays in your release from quarantine. So take note that all the fields in red, yan, with asterisk, must be filled out or answered. Unless otherwise, you cannot proceed to the next stage. So for example, if you are the unvaccinated Filipinos, subject to 5 days facility-based quarantine, so it's important also that you need to enter the proper and the accurate data in this form. So you will enter the personal name. Last name is Tan, for example. Okay. And then your birth date, for example. Birthday is, right? And then I am female. What is your civil status? Are you single, married? What is your nationality? For example, I am a US American citizen. What is your PhilHealth ID number? For American citizens, you don't need to complete or fill up the PhilHealth number. This is just for the Filipinos. And your passport number. Okay, your contact number. And your valid email address. Okay, make sure that you input your valid email address because you will receive everything after you sign up, or once after successful registration, you will receive the details including your QR code in your email. Okay, and then what is your occupation? For example, you're a private lawyer. Okay. Or a lawyer. Alright. Now, the next part of this form is your residence details. Upon arrival to the country, what is your destination, or where are you staying? Are you staying in a hotel for tourist destination, or you're staying in a residential place? Okay, so for under the residential details, this address will be used for your Bureau of Certificate in this part. Okay, the address must be your address where you will go home and continue your quarantine period. This will be your destination, or the address where you are staying in the Philippines, where you will be staying in the Philippines. So my destination of arrival, the choices are residential or hotel. Are you staying in a hotel? Then select hotel. The name of the hotel, the province. For example, I'm staying in Metro Manila. For example, in Valenzuela. What barangay are you staying? For example, my son. And then the next part is the travel details. This is your travel itinerary. Territory, country, or port of exit. Select country from. For example, I am from the United States of America. And your arrival is in NAIA Terminal 1. Select airline, for example, Philippine Airlines. Flight number this. Departure is For example, 11, and your arrival is, oh, yan. And then, the type of traveler. For foreign national, are you an airline crew, balikbayan, a former returning Filipinos, a business traveler? For me, I'm just going to select tourist. And then the purpose of your travel is tourism. And your address abroad, for example, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, CA, California. Okay, now next part is the vaccination information. Have you been vaccinated? Now, if you are unvaccinated, the Philippines is just accepting vaccinated foreign nationals, including the former Filipinos or the Filipinos with balikbayan privilege. You are considered, you belong to the category of vaccinated nationals to entering the country. Now, if you are unvaccinated, you must be Filipinos. Filipinos only are accepted to enter the country. Unvaccinated individuals. So, for example, have you been vaccinated for COVID? Yes. When is your first dose? Yes. Select the date. Example. And then name of the vaccine. For example, I'm just gonna select. Okay, so going back, for name of the vaccine, you just have to select. If you are vaccinated with the Johnson & Johnson, since this is just a one dose vaccine, and where did you, and the country where you vaccinated. And then you upload the vaccine certificate. This is now the time that you upload in PDF, JPEG, or PNG file type. Okay. Now, if you are vaccinated with Moderna and other 2 doses of vaccine, and you will select, the next part would be select when is your second dose, the date, for example, if I was vaccinated December, and then my second dose is in February, and select the vaccine. For example, my second dose is Moderna as well, from the United States of America. Then you also need to upload the certificate. Okay. Now, please take note that only verifiable vaccination card from countries listed below are accepted as per IATF resolution. So the following lists, these are countries with reciprocal agreement or arrangement with a Vaxxer PH in the country. Please take note in the screen if your country is listed here. Now, if your country of origin is not in this list, you just need to secure the WHO yellow card to get accepted in the Philippines. Okay? And then, next is the COVID-19 RT-PCR test. So, do you have RT-PCR test result taken 48 hours before your scheduled departure? Yes. Upload the certificate. Now, for the COVID-19 RT-PCR test, in this part, you will check or select if you get tested, if you have an RT-PCR test result 24 hours before your scheduled departure, or that's 2 days before your scheduled departure. Okay, and the date, example 8, and then testing protocols in case COVID-19 testing is required. Yeah. So, for example, Philippine Red Cross. The above selection of laboratory is only required for purposes of assigning a laboratory for your swab test in case your vaccination or your RT-PCR test cannot be validated as per the protocol of the IATF. So I just selected Red Cross because Red Cross, they have a booth at the airport terminal. So countries traveled. Have you traveled to this? Have you visited, worked, and transited in the last 30 days? Country 1, 2, 3. Exposure, or have you been exposed to probable and confirmed with COVID-19 case 14 days before the onset of signs and symptoms, or if asymptomatic 14 days before? You just have to be truth about selecting this, yes or no, in unknown. No. Clinical information, have you been sick in the last or in the past 30 days? No. Do you have comorbidities? You have cancer, diabetes, hypertension, lung cancer, and all. So, for example, you have cancer. And if you have other commodities that is not listed in this, you just have to specify, okay? And the last part is the data privacy and affidavit undertaking. You read this from 1 to 4, written in English and have a Filipino translation as well. And then you have to select, put check, if you hereby test that the information stated in this application are true and correct based on your personal knowledge, and that you are fully aware that you can subject to criminal liability for any misinterpretation of your part, and agree to terms and conditions states herein. Okay, and then you have a CAPTCHA security, so you just have copy that one. For example, C8XL 3K. Okay, once you're done and you don't have anything to edit from this part, you just click submit. Okay, and then finally you will receive an email confirmation. You will receive a pop-up QR code about this registration. You take pictures of your QR code and you save it in your phone, and you will present that upon arrival to the country or upon boarding. Or a copy of your application for OHP will be sent also in your valid email address from this form. Okay, so that's it for the OneHealthPass registration form. I hope this helps, and good luck to your travel to the Philippines. We'll see you again soon. What are the proof of vaccination? So you provide as proof of vaccination, you can present any of the following. We have the WHO Yellow Card, or the World Health Organization International Certificate of Vaccination and Prophylaxis. So in the screen, you will see the yellow card sample photo. And if you are vaccinated in the Philippines, you can get your VaxCert PH. You can just present your VaxCert PH. Or if you are from a country, or this one, so it should be, there should be, or you can also present a national state digital certificate which has accepted VaxCert PH under reciprocal arrangement. So in the screen, you will see not all countries have reciprocal agreement with the Philippines. So kindly just visit in the picture below, and you will see the list of countries, to name few, who recently joined: Vietnam, USA, Hong Kong. Yeah. Okay. Or you can also present proof of vaccination. These are any proof of vaccination permitted by the IATF. Now, what are the things that you need to prepare before boarding the plane to the Philippines? You must register to OneHealthPass. Please be mindful of the legit website to register. This is free, guys. No need to pay for it to register for the OneHealthPass. I'll just put the link in the description below. Also, you will observe mandatory wearing of face masks and face shields. It depends on the areas areas under alert level 1 to 3 in the Philippines. Also, use of the Trace mobile application. This is free. You can download it from your mobile phone to generate and scan their QR code when entering in, boarding from, and upon arrival in all Philippine airports. Now, another enhanced health and safety protocols are the mandatory temperature checking, physical and social distancing, mandatory public safety announcements, and regular sanitation and disinfection. That's it for today, guys. I hope my video helps a little bit. I'll see you again in the next vlog.